Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Nathan Lucrezio. Welcome to Sing for Hope, our open arts program. It's so awesome to be with you today I'm actually in Waco, Texas. Can you believe that? I'm in Texas right now. It's beautiful outside. I decided to take a little trip away from New York City to go see all the Magnolia Fun, Joanna Gaines, Chip Gaines, those people. I really like them. So it's been really fun to do that, but I'm still happy to be here with you and bringing a lovely concert, lovely music to this afternoon. All right, but before we get to that, Sing for Hope has been around since 2006. It is a program that started in New York City where they put pianos everywhere and people would go, they would play the piano, they would sing, people would come around, strangers, family, everything. And those pianos are there to this day. So if you want to go to New York City and find a Sing for Hope piano, do it. Take a picture of it, put it on Instagram, let us know. We love it. We also have this open arts program, which is bringing you concerts, Broadway dance classes, yoga classes. It gives you a Broadway history class, a writing class. There's so much on here and it's all for free. So tell your friends, get people involved. If you have questions, please reach out to us. We are here. We love this. We love doing it. We have been doing this since the pandemic started. And we're going to keep doing it when the pandemic ends. All right. So thank you for joining us today. All right. I'm going to bring Ann Kittredge on. Ann, how are you? Come on.
Hey, so glad to be back.
I feel like I've done every single concert you've done, which I'm very thankful for.
Almost, I think. I don't know if you did the first one, but I think you have done all the other ones.
Yes, and I love it. I'm a fan of yours. I love your setup too. You've got like great color coding going on. Right? We've got the purple, we've got the flowers, we got the red shirt. It looks great. Tell us what you're going to do for us today.
Before I do, I want to tell you that one of my favorite memories of this pandemic was when my husband and we live in Queens, and it was months and months before we would go into Manhattan. And finally, one day we were like, before everyone comes back, we want to see what Manhattan looks like empty. And I am not kidding you. We were over near I can't remember where we were in Manhattan, but there was someone playing one of your pianos. And it was hauntingly beautiful. And I just remembered, like, it just gave us chills. We were like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So even then, people were getting to your pianos and playing. So
And we love to hear that because basically those pianos are there in good times and bad times,
oh,
daytime, nighttime, for people to go and to
so
play
moving.
it and to just keep the art of music going. And I started with piano. My father was a piano teacher.
Ah.
Like, piano is where it started. And I also write, and a lot of people always ask me, like, how do you write? And I'm like, I sit at a piano and it just sort of, and I'm not
Oh my gosh.
a concerto pianist, like, I'm just not. But to have those basics is there, and if we can just plant a seed in people's lives every day, then
Oh,
that is the whole mission of Sing for Hope.
yeah, it
So
it it really made the memory, I have to tell you.
I love that.
Yeah, so what am I doing? I'm doing my show. I'm doing 40 minutes of my movie night show. It's actually a 70-minute show.
Oh,
That I'm gonna be doing at Birdland in October 10th. Um,
amazing.
but this is my 40-minute version, and it's all of out of the show. We just grabbed all of the songs that are classic from the
Mm,
30s, 40s, and 50s. There's one from the
mm,
70s, but oh well. But the longer show has music from the 2016, from La La Land, from
mm.
it has a little bit more of a variety, but this is our classic segment.
Amazing. Well, I don't want to delay it any further. I am ready to hear this concert. Thank you all for joining us. Just a couple things. If you have any technical issues, please reach out to us. We have people here to help you. But we're just thankful that you're here. All right, Ann, take it away.
Okay.
Please welcome Ann Kittredge.
That's my music director, Alex Rybeck. Dear Mr. Cable, I am writing this to you, and I'm hoping that you'll read it so you'll know. My heart beats like a hammer, and I stutter and I stammer every time I see you at the picture show. I guess I'm just another fan of yours, and I thought I'd write and tell you so. If I had a talking picture of you, I would run it every time I felt blue. I would sit there in the gloom of my lonely little room and applaud each time you whispered, I love you, on the screen the moment you came in view. We would talk the whole thing over, we two. I would give 10 shows a day and a midnight matinee. If I had a talking picture of you. Welcome, movie lovers. Today you are going to hear some of my favorite songs from the movie, so please just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I would give 10 shows a day and a midnight matinee if I had a talking picture of you. Oh no, I just changed my hold on people. Sorry about that. Oh no, let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Cuz this, I like to call Alex Sam sometimes because of this. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts filled with passion, jealousy, and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes time goes by. Oh, everybody, it is so great to be here again. I just love doing this First Thing for Hope, and I just love this show too. So thank you for having me back. Okay, so as I told you, I'm going to be doing some of my favorite songs from the movies, and I love the old classics. I didn't see any of them originally, okay, people. I'm not that old, but I was one of those kids who would sit in front of the TV and just watch movie after movie, and that's how I learned about, about Judy Garland and Fred Astaire, and Hepburn and Tracy, Doris Day. I mean, just brilliant. Jimmy Cagney. And I think probably my first crush as a child was Gordon MacRae. Um, you might remember him from the movies Oklahoma and Carousel. This song that I'm next going to do for you is from one of his movies called West Point Story, not to be confused with West Side Story. This is West Point Story. And his co-stars were Jimmy Cagney and Doris Day. This is one of Doris Day's songs, and it was written by Sammy Kahn and Jules Stein. I didn't sleep again last night, and I'd like to discuss the matter. The nerves to which I'm strung are tight, and I'm as beat as a bowl of batter. If old man Rip Van Winkle thought his long sleep was a curse, I know how the old man felt, because I've got his problem in reverse. 10,432 sheep. How long must I toss like this? 10,433 sheep. What did you put in that kiss? I've tried all the remedies, the well-known good advice. Took a hot tub and an alcohol rub. Ooh, did the alphabet backward twice. 10,434 sheep. We better get married soon. 10,435 sheep. I'll never hold out till June. How much do I love you, just in case you didn't know? You get a mental kiss with every sheep I count, and I've still got a million more to go. I went to see a noted doctor who's a famous analyst, and he took me to the couch and gently held my wrists. He charged me $50, which he said was really cheap. Yeah, well, I should have paid him nothing, 'cause I still can't sleep. 10,436 sheep. And one sheep that got away, he took it on the lam. 10,438 sheep. Won't night ever turn to day? Oh, what a fool I am. How much do I love you, just in case you didn't know? You'll get a mental kiss with every sheep I count, and in altogether that's a large amount, 'cause I've counted a zillion sheep. I've counted a billion sheep. Well, at least a million sheep I know, and I got about a million more to go. 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. Good old Alex, always ready to keep me awake. So, before we get to that next song, I wanted to talk a little bit about Fred Astaire. So I don't know, I don't quite know if anyone wants to say, how many do you know who Fred Astaire is? It's going back a little ways. Huge impact on dance in movies. Even Michael Jackson idolized him. And he had a famous partnership with Ginger Rogers. What was really cool to find out about him is that all of the composers of his day vied for him to introduce their songs because they loved the way he phrased his music. So we're talking the big guys, Irving Berlin, the Gershwins, Harry Warner, Frank Lesser, all of them. They wanted him to be introducing their lyrics and their songs. And so, without further ado, I want to present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Ginger Rogers Songbook. Year way in hey the Annie Mae. Year way in hey the Annie Mae. Year way out gay a lay out lay out way out way it way XTOT at gay a lay ang lay. I didn't make that up, people. She did that. Check it, Google it. But she also introduced this song. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to mama too. My sweet embraceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to mama do. Embraceable, irreplaceable, my sweet embraceable Oh my goodness. Embracing people. That's come back. That's come back. I just came from I'm recording an album, and some of the songs from the show are in that album. But anyway, we were just in the studio last week, and one of the prerequisites for all of my musicians and everyone involved in the creative process was that they needed to be vaccinated because we were going to be in a tight space for quite a few hours. And it was we were so thirsty for human contact, not just musically, but physically. We were just hugging each other. And it was just so wonderful. So go out there and embrace, especially if you've been vaccinated. That's one of the perks of vaccination. So, back to the show. Okay. I want to talk about pop music. Pop music, not that it was called that back in the 10s, 20s, 30s of the 20th century, but there's always been pop music. It's simply music that kind of reflects the time it was written in. So, it makes sense then that when movies first started having music in them, that they would draw from the popular music of the day. And there were two kinds of music that were really popular back in the 20s, late 20s and early 30s. And one of them was vaudeville. So this next song that I'm going to do was actually a hit for Sophie Tucker back in 1919. But the first time I ever heard it was in a 1942 movie about World War One that introduced Gene Kelly to the movies. It's called Me and My Gal. And it tells the story of a Midwest couple near the end of World War One, and they are anxiously awaiting news of their son's return. And the wife was saying to Reuben, I've been thinking, now that all is peaceful and calm, the boys will soon be back on the farm. Yeah, well, Reuben, he started winking. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, and he slowly rubbed his chin. He pulled his chair up close to Mother, and he asked her with a grin, how you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? How you gonna keep 'em away from Broadway, jazzing around, painting the town? How you gonna keep 'em away from harm? That's the mystery. They'll never wanna see a rake or plow. And who the heck can parley-voo a cow? How you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they've seen Paris? Okay. So there was also another style of music that was really popular in the day, and that was opera. And so it's no surprise that two of the biggest movie musical stars back in the 30s were Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy. You may have heard the famous duo. And this song, Ah, Sweet Mystery of Life, well, it happens to be the first love song they ever sang together. And I don't know if you know this, but they had a love affair their whole lives, never married each other, but they were madly in love. The studios didn't want them to get together, blah, blah, blah. And so I wanted to sing this for you, once because it's really a beautiful song, and two, because Madeline Kahn brilliantly parodied it in Young Frankenstein. And I think ever since that, no one has touched the song because it was just so brilliant. But I think that Alex and I and our dear friend, guitarist Sean Harkness, I think we found another in to this song. And so I hope you enjoy it. Oh, sweet mystery of life, at last I found you. Oh, I know at last the secret of it all. All the longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning, the burning hopes, the joys, the idle tears that fall. For it's love and love alone the world is seeking, and it's love and love alone that can repay It's the answer, it's the end, and all of living. For it's love, it's love, it's love alone that rules the day. It's love. It's love alone that rules the day. It's love. It's love alone that rules the day. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Who's that? That is, okay. Oh, Pamela. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Sophie. She sure was. Man, I wish she was in more movies. She would have blown the cameras off. Okay. So, share a little bit about myself as a child movie watcher. My first movie hero was Shirley Temple. I mean, what little girls wasn't? And I saw all of her movies multiple times, all of them. And so, who can explain that on the heels of idolizing her, I would then fall madly and deeply in love with Judy Garland in Easter Parade near the end of the movie when she's in the bar singing Better Luck Next Time because she thinks that she has lost Fred Astaire for good to Ann Miller. And from that moment on, this little girl became a lover of torch songs. And, you know, it isn't PC to say this, but a lot of our great female singers back in the day were tortured for our entertainment. You know, That Man Who Done Me Wrong was the meat and potatoes of classic movies of the golden age. So here is my homage to those great ladies. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather, just can't get my poor self together. I'm weary away. The blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray that the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Just can't keep my poor self together. I'm weary all the time, so weary all the time. It cost me a lot, but there's one thing that I've got. It's my man. Cold and wet, tired you bet, but all that I soon forget with my man. He's not much for looks, and no hero out of books is my man. 2 or 3 girls has he that he likes as much as me, but I love him. Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know all my life is just despair, but I don't care. When he holds me in his arms, the world is right. All right. What's the difference if I say I'll go away when I know I'll come back on my knees someday? For whatever my man is, I am his forever. I fall in love too easily. Frank Sinatra. I fall in love too fast. The boys torched too sometimes. I fall in love too terribly hard for love to ever last. My heart should be well schooled, for I've been fooled in the past, and still I fall in love too easily. I fall in love too fast. The night is bitter, stars have lost their glitter, the winds grow colder, suddenly you're older, and all because of the man that got away. No more that all-time thrill, for you've been through the mill, and never a new love will be the same. Good riddance, goodbye. Every trick of his you're on to, but fool road gets rougher, it's lonelier and tougher. With hope, you burn up. Tomorrow he might turn up. There's just no let up. The livelong night and day. Ever since this world began, there is nothing sadder than a one-man woman looking for the man that gone away. I fall in love too fast, for wherever my man is, I am his forever. Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another, for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were, the way we were. Okay. Hey there, Nathan.
Oh my goodness. Anne, you are fantastic. This whole concert is just so good. I love to hear your voice and I love to hear the stories behind it. Have we reached the end, or do you have one last song?
Do you have time for one last song? I do have one more song.
I'm enjoying it so much that I think it would be fun.
We'll go over just a couple minutes. Okay. All right. Well, only if you will do a toast with me.
Oh, yes,
Do
I
you
will
have
do a
something?
toast with you.
You got
I
it?
do.
You got something?
It's
Okay.
it's it's a water bottle, but it is something.
That's fine. That's totally fine. And listen, audience, if you want to toast, because there's some great movie toasts, and this one is here's looking at you, Nathan.
Here's looking at you, Anne.
And may I also let me have a drink because I need a
Yes,
drink.
I'm doing it with you.
Mm. Mm. Oh wow, wow, that was really good. Hold on. And let me lead this next song with one more famous quote, and it is. Hold on, I'm just doing something technical for people, and it is. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. You made me love you. And all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so sad. You made me cry 'cause I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I think you're grand. Sing for hope. I do. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Gimme, 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 gimme what I cry for. You know you got the kind of singing that I die for. You know you made me love you. You know you made me love you. Yay, yay, yay.
Give it up
Oh,
for Anne,
thank you so much
everyone.
for letting me do this again. I just love doing this. So thank you.
Well, we love having you. And everyone, thank you so much for joining our live stream, wherever you're coming at us from. Sing for Hope extends a special thank you to Unitex, a founding sponsor of Open Arts, for making this program possible. Unitex Healthcare Laundry Services is the largest family-owned and operated healthcare, linen, and uniform rental company in the country,
Whoa.
and has been serving the Northeast region for 100 years. We are grateful for your generous support. So thank you for that. And thank you all again for joining us. And how can we connect to you? Are you online somewhere? Where can we find you?
AnnKittredge.com. Absolutely. Check that. That'll have all of my upcoming things. I've got a show in a couple of weeks online, and it's all there.
Amazing. Well, can't wait to see your next concert. I've seen the promo for your show, which is fantastic, on the Open Arts page. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. All right, everybody, we're going to sign off because we went over time, but thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you at the next concert.